It says that I'm pregnant. 2 lines. Pregnant. She's pregnant. What's up, YouTube world, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I'm going to be sharing with you my first response to me finding out that I am pregnant. I always knew that if I were to get pregnant that I wanted to capture my response on camera because it'd be such like a precious moment to look back on. So when I had the idea that I could possibly be pregnant, I turned my cell phone on and I just started filming from the moment I found out, when the moment I went to the drugstore to take the test, when I peed on the stick, like everything. So you're about to see my real, raw, honest, emotional first response to me finding out that I am pregnant. So I'm going to kind of explain what I was going through in my mindset and all the thoughts that are rushing through my mind, as well as share some of those clips with you. Okay, quickly before we get started, every pregnancy is different. No one pregnancy is the same. Every woman has a different journey, and what I'm about to show you is my journey. I am inviting you on my journey. I want this chapter of my pregnancy to be a very positive, safe space for other women who might be pregnant. You might believe you're pregnant. You might want to become pregnant. You might just be curious about pregnancy. Whatever the case may be, I want my pregnancy journey to be a very positive and safe space for women to come together and to just encourage each other and to help each other out. So this is why I'm making my videos, is because I want to help you out, and I also just want to share my experiences because I think this is going to be so beautiful to look back at. So I just wanted to really quickly touch on those points because it's really important for me to have a really positive community around me and people who are watching these videos for good reasons and for good intentions and are bringing like good vibes to each other. This is like a good vibe exchange. The comment section, that's what I'm looking forward to the most, is really bonding and connecting with other women, because I'm going to be sharing really personal details with you guys on the internet. Without further ado, let's get today's video. Okay, so leading up to me taking the pregnancy test, I was experiencing a few symptoms. So I was experiencing, my breasts just felt so heavy. They weren't like sensitive, they just felt heavy. And when I get my period, I usually feel like sensitivity, like nipple sensitivity, or my breast just gets sensitive. This wasn't sensitivity, it was just like heavy. So they felt different. And also I just felt extremely tired. And I knew that these were some of the really common symptoms of pregnancy. So I knew that there was a small chance that I could be pregnant. Also, another reason why I knew I could be pregnant is because my boyfriend and I, we had just started trying. So just to give you a little bit of backstory on that, Juan and I, so my boyfriend and I, have been together. In October, it will be 5 years. We have always known we wanted to start a family. We have always known that we wanted kids. It has always been something that we've talked about, and if anything, my boyfriend Juan has wanted kids more than I. Like, he's the one who wanted kids as of yesterday. He would have had kids from like year number 1 if he had it his way. We only used protection like the first year of us being together. I was on the pill for I think about a year, and then after I stopped using the pill, I just wanted to give my body a break, and I actually felt a lot better being off the pill. And then from that point on, we were just like, you know what, if we get pregnant, we get pregnant, because it would be such a blessing. So it wasn't something we were necessarily trying to do, but it's not something that we were preventing. That's why when we tried for the very first time, like intentionally tried for the very first time, we didn't think we can get pregnant right away, just because I just assumed that it would take, you know, a couple months maybe, especially because it had been so long of us kind of leaving it up to chance and nothing had ever happened. Like, in my mind, I truly thought it was going to take us a few months. That clearly wasn't the case. We literally tried twice and we got pregnant right away. That's why I knew that there was a chance that we could be pregnant. I went to the drugstore and I picked up the pregnancy test, and I came home and I obviously took the pregnancy test. Pregnancy test. Just picked it up from the drugstore, drank some water. Now I'm ready to see what's up. I'm sweating. Here goes nothing. Maybe I should have waited till I had more pee. And now we wait. I just remember waiting. I was so anxious and I was so nervous. So I don't think I peed enough because there's nothing percolating on this unless this is just faulty. Then the 2 lines appear. I'm not sure what this means because the first line is really dark and the second line is faint, but there's 2 lines. I'm just not sure because the second line is not that dark. The second line was very light, and in my mind I was like, maybe this is not accurate because this line is so light. I think I have to go take a second test, the one that just says like yes or no, because that second line is not as dark as the first line, so I'm not sure what that means. So there's 2 lines. The first one is dark, second one is not as dark, but there's definitely 2 lines. But I think that I was in shock and I was in a little bit of denial. I was like, no way, like what? We only tried twice. Like how's it possible? I didn't know people get pregnant that quickly. So I went back to the drugstore. I picked up a second test. The second test I took was a digital test. So it literally just said like yes or no, and it also said how many weeks. I just chugged some water. I'm waiting to have to go pee again. And once I have to go pee, I'll take the second test. But there's definitely 2 lines on the first one. It's just, I feel like I just need the second test to really solidify if I'm pregnant or not. I literally painted my nails, drank a whole lot of water, and then I just waited. Finally, I had to go pee again. Here's the second pregnancy test. This one literally just says, it's a digital test, unlike the first one, and it says how many weeks you are. So this one will be very straightforward if I am pregnant or not. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to paint my nails. The suspense. I think everything kind of feels like it takes forever when you're waiting for the results, even though it's really only just a few minutes. Oh my God. It says that I'm pregnant. 2 lines. Pregnant. She's pregnant. I am pregnant. It is real. I'm pregnant. What? I'm 2 to 3 weeks pregnant. Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. This is such a blessing. When I gave myself a second to process everything, then it finally became real. And then I was just like overwhelmed with emotions. I was thinking so many things all at the same time. Yeah, that was pretty much my entire experience in a nutshell. It was definitely a very emotional day, very exciting day. It was a lot of emotions. It was a lot of feelings. It was just a lot, you know? So at the time of filming this, I'm currently 6 weeks pregnant, and it doesn't feel surreal anymore. I can tell you that much. I'm gonna be filming a 6-week update, and it doesn't feel surreal. I definitely do feel pregnant. So I've gone past that feeling of, oh, this is not real, like this feels like a dream. Like, no, it feels real. At this point, it's definitely real. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my pregnancy story. Please, if you are pregnant or if you have been pregnant, drop a comment below. Let's start the conversation. Let's start the chat. Tell me, how was your reaction when you first found out you're pregnant? How did you feel? How was your boyfriend's reaction, or your husband's, or your partner's reaction? How was it? I really want to know, and I'm sure other people would love to hear your story as well. So drop a comment down below and share with me, and I'll make sure to respond to each and every single comment. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.